Hello, Math 7 students. We are beginning Module 2, Lesson 4. And Module 2, Lesson 4 is Understanding Addition of Integers. And that can be found on page 59 of my complex. I'm going to turn there, page 59 of my complex. And like I said, it is Lesson 4. So Understanding Addition of Integers is the title. Our goal for today is, today we will continue to learn about adding integers by counting up or down. Our question is, what does counting up and counting down represent? You should know this by now because we've talked about it a couple of times now. Adding integers. Counting up looks like this. So counting up a negative number is the same as counting down. So when I drew this out, I kind of had to really pay attention to what this was saying. So what we have to do is we remember that we always start on 0. Whenever we start a problem, we start on 0. So we started at 0, and then we had an arrow that counted up to 6. And then this sentence came in. It says counting up a negative number. So the negative number is the arrow that is going to the left, because remember, when arrows go to the left, they represent a negative number, and the amount is how far they go. So the negative number that's represented here is, go from here to here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what we're actually doing is we're taking a 6 plus a negative 10, and when we do that, we're actually counting down or backwards. Okay, so here's it written out. So we have 6 plus a negative 10 equals negative 4, because that's where the arrow stopped. So again, let's try it. So start at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we get to 6. Then we add a negative 10. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we added a negative 10. And when we stopped, we ended up on negative 4. So counting up a negative number, this is a negative number. Counting up means you're adding. So counting up a negative number is the same as counting down. So your arrow's doing the opposite. Okay? You start with a 6, and then you add negative 10, and you end up with a smaller amount. Okay? All right, so let's look at the next one. We're going to try a couple. Okay? So we have these problems right here, and it says negative 5 plus 3. So again, always start at 0. So we have 0 right here, and we're going to go to negative 5. And I'm going to write it on this piece of paper instead of in my book, but you write it in your book. So here's 0. We start right there, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 5, because we went to the left. So we make our arrow go to negative 5. And then it says plus a positive 3. So we start right where our arrow stopped. And this time we're adding a positive. So which way does the arrow have to go? The arrow has to go to the right 3 times. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And this is where we stop. You circle the number you stopped on, so that happens to be negative 2. So the answer on that one would be negative 2. Then over here it says to use the chip model to check. So we have 5 negatives, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all negatives. Then we add 3 positives. So 1, 2, 3. Create our 0 pairs. And dun da da da, 2 negatives left. Negative 2 on the number line, so they match. Okay? All right, so let's try another one then. We have negative 6 plus a negative 2. So here's our number line. Okay? We're starting at 0. So that's here. So it says negative 6. So we go to the left 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is negative 6. So I have to draw an arrow going to negative 6. And then I'm adding 2 more negatives. So can I go to the right? No, because of this negative sign right here, the arrow has to continue to go left. So I put a dot up here, and I go 1, 2, and I go there. Come down and circle the number that sits there, and that happens to be a negative 8. So our answer should be negative 8. Check it with your chip model. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 negatives, right? Plus 2 more negatives. So now I have a total of 8 negatives. So negative 8 in the chips and negative 8 on the number line. Okay? All right, you have one more, and you're going to do this one by yourself. So, your practice by yourself for tonight's homework is I would like you to do 7 plus a negative 8 on the number line and also on the chip model. You need to do both for me. Okay? All right, so going back up to our goal for today, we will continue to learn about adding integers by counting up or down, which is what we did on the number line. The question that we asked is, what does counting up and counting down represent? Counting up means that you're adding positives. Counting down means you're adding negatives. Okay? And then you're supposed to do this bottom problem by yourself, and we'll check that on the board in the morning. All right, my darlings, that's it for understanding addition of integers. Hopefully, this is fun and easy for you. See you later. Bye.